Alright, good evening. We are here to talk about simplifying fractions. Okay, so when we simplify a fraction, we're taking a fraction such as 4/6. We want to put it in a more basic form. So in order to do that, I'm going to want to look for a greatest common factor of both the numerator and the denominator. So if I have 4 and 6, I need to look for a greatest common factor. I know the factors of 4 are 1 and 4, and 2 times 2. The factors of 6, 1 and 6, 2 and 3. So in these sets of numbers, I see that 2 is the greatest common factor of 4 and 6. So I'm going to take 4/6 and divide both the numerator and denominator by the greatest common factor. So 4 divided by 2 is 2, 6 divided by 2 is 3, so 2/3 is the simplified fraction. So let's look at another example. Let's say I had a fraction like 12/15. So I need to think about the factors of 12 and the factors of 15. The factors of 12 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. The factors of 15 are 1 and 15, 3 and 5. So the greatest common factor that they share when I look at these two sets of numbers is going to be 3. So I'm going to divide both the numerator and denominator by the greatest common factor. So the simplified fraction is 4/5. Another example would be 6/8. So let's think about the factors of 6 and the factors of 8. Think of all the ways that you can create those numbers. And I look between the two sets of numbers, and the greatest common factor that I see is 2. So I'm going to divide the numerator and denominator by the same number. So 6/8 is simplified to 3/4. Alright, so let's say that I have 4/12, which is what I've circled down here at the bottom. So if I want to simplify 4/12, I'm going to look at the factors of 4. I'm going to look at the factors of 12. And between these two sets of numbers, I see that 4 is the greatest common factor. So I divide the top and the bottom by 4, and I get 1/3. So when you look at the fraction bars, you notice that these 4/12 that I've circled is equivalent to 1/3. So the amounts are the same, I'm just representing it in a different way. I've simplified the fraction. That's the largest piece that could be created that's equivalent. So that's one of the reasons that we want to simplify fractions, because it makes the largest piece possible. Alright, so let's have your turn to do some simplifying. So let's take a look at 3/9. Take a moment, pause the video, and write the factors of 3 and the factors of 9. Alright, so hopefully when you wrote down your factors, these are the ones you came up with, and you see that the greatest common factor in these two sets of numbers is 3, which means I'm going to divide the top and the bottom both by 3. So my simplified fraction becomes 1/3.